Alright, so continuing off on where we left off last time. So we just finished a mission in Westfall, the Bucket of Copper Bolts. So we'll claim that reward there. So we've just unlocked quests. They're a great way to earn extra XP and level up your minis. So let's hit this quest button here and see what this is about. Common quest, reward a bit of XP. Then we've got 3 different things to choose from there. So I'll hit play on the chain lightning and see what this quest does.
You melted candle!
Alright, so we've got a tower and the enemy Goldtooth. Just start off throwing some guys up this side. They have a enemy one. Get a kobold going up this way as well. We've got a flyer coming down that side, so we need some ranged. That one didn't drop for some reason. See if we can zap some guys there. We'll drop another kobold over here, try to get some gold, and then hopefully be able to save up to get Kane over on this other side. Got some ads coming down there, so we'll drop the Flame Walker first.
Mother Nature thrives.
We'll zap up there, see if we can take out a couple of guys. Get some damage done to this boss. There we go. GG. So our Flame Walker has leveled up a little bit. Let's see what we get for that quest. A bit of XP, so just get a 3 XP for our chain lightning. So that's nice. Looks like we have another quest here, and then we get some XP tomes and some gold at some point. So let's level up our Flame Walker a little more next.
Harvesting servos engaged.
So this one has a treasure chest on the left with an enemy tower, another tower up the top. Up the right we've got our own tower, then a switch to go up the middle where the gold nodes are, or up past their tower and another treasure chest. And then our boss for this one is the Foe Reaper 4000. we don't have any tanks available at the moment, so let's just send some guys up this side to attack them. It's looking alright over that side at the moment. Send the tank up there as well. Drop that there. Maybe zap those ones coming down. Get some more help here. Might send them that way actually. So the stealth guys haven't come out yet. So they just sneak past everything. See if we can time this on the chickens. Nice. See if we can do a bit of attack up this way. Chickens come out just after I attacked everything. So that's going okay up there. This is not going very well here. See if we can save up here. Be able to finish off the boss with these couple. Got it. So we got a couple of questions in the chat. So do you get a main hero and then a little army? Essentially, yes. You have a leader and then 6 slots that you can put spells or creatures into. I'll go to the menu for that after I claim these rewards. And can you get your own chicken army? I'm not sure. I haven't come across any chickens that I can get yet. Hopefully. Alright, so we've finished that that part of the quest chain, so we'll claim that reward as well. So we've got a +5 XP for the chain lightning, or okay, so it's +5 XP and we can choose which one it goes on to. So here I'll choose the troll. I'm actually not using that in my army at the moment, so could have chosen a better one there. Go the flame walker. Here's some good AoE damage. And I've leveled my player up to level 2, so we get a bit of extra quest XP, quest tomes and units all give some bonus XP now by the look of it. So that's just asking whether I want notifications on my phone when new quests come up, so might as well hit yes on that. Alright, so back to the army. So this is our army page here. So we have our leader on the side here, so Can Bloodhoof is my current leader. I think they unlock it when you get 5 skulls, so the skulls are up the top here. As you level up, as you collect more skulls, you unlock various things. So yeah, 5 skulls you get your first leader, 9 skulls you get quests, and then we get a army slot upgrade at our next level. Yeah, so you've got your 1 leader slot on the side there, and then you've got 6 slots which you can fill with minions or spells. So at the moment I've got the Null Brood, which is a tank. So it's got a bit of a description there that shows you how it fights in battle. Then it has its different traits and tells you what those traits are as well, and then the stats for that. So I've got the Null Brood, who's a tank and melee AoE. Then I've got the Chain Lightning spell, which is really useful. And then my ground troops, I've got a Flame Walker who's ranged and AoE, and he does like a big sort of flame wall through things. And then I've got the Griffin Rider, which is a single target flyer, and the Bat Rider, which is an AoE flyer. And then this is sort of my other one, the Safe Pilot, another. So this is a ranged, but this one is unbound, which allows you to drop it anywhere. So essentially I've got the Null, who's a tank. Ken, my army leader, is also a tank, and then I've got the 2 ranged, 1 AoE, 1 single target, and the 2 flyers, 1 AoE, 1 single target. And then I've also got the Troll Spearman here, so I can choose to swap one of my slots there out to the Troll if I want to. And then these are different other troops that I've discovered but don't own, and looking at this one, it looks like you can get your own chicken army. So I've got a question there. Are you theoretically playing against another player when it becomes available to everyone? So from what I understand, this here is sort of the campaign map. So you start with the tutorial, and then you go into Elwyn Forest, and then that progresses down into Westfall, and then once I get 10 skulls, it unlocks Duskwood over here. So that's all PvE stuff. They're sort of set missions, similar to the quests that I just did, but a little easier for the ones I've been doing. And then you see down the bottom here, PvP unlocks at 12 skulls. So I'm not exactly sure how that works yet, but I assume you can either challenge people and or queue up and get placed against someone. So just go over here to the store. So I've got a free daily drop of coins to collect. And then also in the store there's experience tomes at the bottom here for 500 gold. And then there's coin pouches where you can purchase gold if you want to get that a bit quicker than what you get from the missions. And then up the top here is where you buy minions or spells. So if I just click on one of these here, so this is a Stonehoof Tauren, so it's 350 gold to buy this miniature. And then similar to the ones I showed before, it's got a battle preview and then a description of what it does, its different traits, and the stats. And the way it works when you're purchasing is when you buy one of the cards here, the miniatures, it exchanges everything else on that same row and column. So you can see here we've got those red ones marked out. So if I was to buy the Stonehoof Tauren, it would it would shuffle those slots there. So if I also wanted the Gargoyle, I could hit the move button here and move it over to a different slot, like the top left here, so that when I buy that one, it doesn't get rid of the gargoyle, and I'm able to use that next time. Then I've got some notifications over here. So this is the guild panel. So last time when I unlocked guild, I just joined a guild called Australia, and it's gone from 9 members up to 100 members since then. And then you've just got your log of everyone in the guild there. Then this is the events window, so dungeons unlock at 22, and there's raids coming in the future. And then of course we've got this over here again. So I've got another quest available at the look of it, but I might just do my last mission in Westfall here. So this one is up against the Dreadnought, and I'm not sure what that reward is. So we'll so it's a tome of experience. So the Dreadnought is a Van Cleef's ship by the look of it. So I'll get started on this one, do another story mission, and unlock that 10th skill. Alright, so up the left here we have a gold node and a meeting stone, and then there's a switch to go across to the right or up to the top, which both have a gold node. And on the right here we have our tower, and we have a treasure chest, another switch to go left or right, and then an enemy tower. So this is the boss up here. So the Dreadnought bombards lanes, cannon changes direction slowly, weak to siege damage. So looks like the cannon's targeting down here at the moment, so we'll need to use our switches to determine which way our or which of those lanes of attack our troops go up, so that they don't get bombarded. And we want to be using siege damage on those. I'm not sure if I actually have anything which deals siege damage. Just gonna have a look at how. Alright, so that's going down that way, so we'll see if we can drop a few things up this way. So we've got our tank then arranged and an air. I wonder if that will attack my... So it looks like it just attacks everything, I guess. So it actually just patrols around the battlefield. So we've got a null there, we want to drop a flyer to deal with him. See if we can help out up there a little. A little bit too late by the look of it. I might switch that over there so the flyer doesn't get taken out by the tower straight away. And we've got meeting stone up here which we can drop at now as well. Drop a kobold down here to mine a little. Try to help out a little earlier this time. So that's all under control down there. Drop a few more things here, go for another push. This one's looking quite difficult, so we might actually drop him there and send him up that way. Might actually need some siege damage before we're able to do this one. But we'll see how we go. It's probably a bad idea dropping them in front of the siege thing. Drop a few off this way instead. They did survive, so that's good. So the tower should be able to hold those guys. So we'll see if we can go for a bit more of a push here. Throw that down as well. See if we can zap a few of those enemies. My tower is actually under attack. Let's help out there. No, I'm gonna lose. Oh, that was very clutch. But I have not managed to take out their base yet. So that's my first defeat so far. So we get a little bit of XP for our Bat Rider still. I don't think we'll retry just yet. We'll go have a look at some some minions and see if there's any which deal siege damage. Alright, so if we have a look at our army, so that's strong versus ranged and squads. Then we have same strong versus ranged and squads, good at soaking tower damage. Then we've got strong versus melee and AoE. Strong versus squads and armored. This one is strong versus squads and armored again. Squads and armored. I feel like most of my guys are squads and armored. And the troll here is just first AoE. So let's have a look at what's in the store here and see what these guys offer up. So we've got gargoyles. I'm not sure if you can pick up a main hero. I assume you might be able to get them from the shop, although I haven't seen any yet. We do have some other undiscovered ones here. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about where you can get it from. So yeah, I'm not too certain about that at the moment. It could be tied into the skulls. We get a army slot upgrade when we go get our next skull, so could be tied into that potentially. Or they may just show up in the store, but I haven't seen them there yet. So let's have a look at the gargoyle. So it looks like He's dealing a good chunk of damage to the towers, and he has 2 little flyers with him as well. Flying Fortress of Armor. Any army that dominates the skies will be bolstered by this tank. There we go, that's what we're looking for. Siege damage. So strong versus melee units, strong versus AoE units. It's just a single target, not AoE. Yeah, so I chose Can as my first hero because I definitely identify as a Tauren. Can was my favourite in Warcraft 3, and my main in Warcraft is a Tauren Druid. But when I hit 5 skulls and unlocked leaders, it had a selection of 3 to choose from, which is if I just go back over here, that's why I've discovered these 2 as well. So I had the choice of Ken Bloodhoof, Baron Rivendare, and Maya of Shadowsong. So I was able to choose one of the 3 of those when I hit 5 skulls. So the gargoyle is siege damage, so that's looking like a probable pickup for that mission in particular. But we'll have a look at the other ones that are available here. So I do actually have the Angry Chickens available. A flock of feathered fowl that can overwhelm even the heaviest of tanks and towers. So melee, squad and cycle. So squads are strong versus 1 target units, and cycle just means they cost 2 or less, so they're sort of meant to be spammed like a group of Molochs or something. They only have 25 health each. And we've got a blizzard, which we looked at last time. Actually, it's kind of like the chain lightning, but persists and deals damage to the area rather than a quick zap. Have a huntress, a fast and lethal ranged rider. Her glaives slice through squads, bouncing from foe to foe. So that one is a fast moving unit with AoE range damage and takes 50% less elemental damage. And our last one we have available is the Stonehoof Tauren, who this one does a charge into battle and is a tank. So I've got 390 gold, so I will buy the gargoyle here to get that siege damage for the mission that we just tried. So I'll buy that one. And that's level up a little bit as I bought it as well. And then you'll see these the slots in the back there that are red will cycle out to something else. So yeah, those have cycled and given us a few different things there. So there's a ghoul and skeletons, which I can get later. So you can also buy XP boosts by the look of it. Although it doesn't have a price on it, so I'm not sure how that works. Maybe you get them if you buy something in line with it. Alright, so we'll go back to army here. So we need to decide what we're swapping the gargoyles out with. So it's flying in 1 target, so this one here is also flying in 1 target, but this one is this one's a lower cost one, so I might swap out the Griffin Rider. So I click on my gargoyle, go equip, and swap that out for the Griffin Rider. And then we can go back over to our missions here and give the Dreadnought another try now that we've got some siege damage. So I think from memory the bombardment just sort of cycled around the bottom and then up the middle. But definitely for the Horde. So maybe if we send our attacks on the Juggernaut up the top there, they might not get hit by that. So let's start and send out Cairn up this way. And we'll send our Gargoyle behind him. And we'll get a Kobold out to start mining there as well. Need to switch that up to the top before I forget about it. We've got some stealth guys coming down there. Alright, so they're out now, so we can zap them. We've captured the tower here, so we can give these guys some support. And we want a flyer of some sort to take out that guy. See how we go up here this time. Did a little bit of damage, I guess. So we'll send some troops up this way. So melee is strong against ranged, range is strong against flyers, and flyers are strong against melee. So our Gargoyle is tanking the tower down there. Might send Cairn and a couple of guys up this way. Until we cycle into our next Flame Walker there. I was about to drop a Kobold, but I needed to wait until that thing went. See if he gets through before that goes off. Very close. So zap those guys up there. Need some backup down the bottom here by the look of it. That should be fine there now. See if we can get him to back up those guys a bit. So they've taken the meeting stone there, so need to mount a bit of a defense, I think. Get something going up that way as well. Zap as much of that as we can. That didn't seem to do a lot. We've only got a minute left, so we probably need to make a push up this way. I don't really have the right things to do that with at the moment. And my tower's just about dead again.
Lapdogs! All of you!
This one is much more difficult than the other ones I've done before this. So we'll might just exit there for now, and we'll go do another one of those quests, see if I can get a little more XP. So we'll go to our quest here. Might see if we can level up the safe pilot a little bit. So this one we had a very clutch do I think a small spammable asset might help on the bottom tower? It's possible. I guess if you're able to just spam things there, you could fight off any attackers and keep that from being taken. So the last time I did this, I finished with 2 seconds left, and what I found out was that the Vulturous up here, he spawns little squads of vultures, and they come through and attack the chickens, and they one-shot each of the chickens, and for each chicken they kill they get another vulture, so you end up with a big squad of vultures in the middle here, which is not very good for me. So I might see if I can take out those chickens first with a couple of AoE guys. Throw that guy there to help tank the tower. So they've just dropped on me as well, so I'll do the same thing to them. See if we can zap those guys and send out a knoll that way to do some mining. So I want to put down Can, because he'll be able to tank the tower there. There's a lot of guys coming up this way, so we'll put down some AoE. But it looks like that guy can't can't attack air, so that didn't go very well. Ken's over here tanking the tower. See if we can help him out a little bit. Alright, so we got the tower down. But they might take it back before it finishes spawning. Get another knoll out too. Yeah, so they took the tower back. So let's need something that attacks air. Don't recall if these guys attacked air or not.
Mother Nature thrives.
So I'm gonna zap this once those other chickens get in range. Need to help out down here again. And up here we might be able to make a little bit of a push against the boss. I want to get this Flame Walker out to help with some AoE. See if we can do a bit of a push up this way. That's a lot of those coming off. Cool, we got them. So up here we're did some more damage.
Mother Nature thrives.
Save this zap for anything that comes out. Nice, got it done. So we claim our XP for our quest that we just did. Got another quest here. We'll go for Ken, get him some more XP.
More bones to gnaw on.
Alright, so on this one we've got Hogger up the top here. So he musters a brute squad every 45 seconds, which is this squad in the middle here. So it's got two of the null brutes and then a dark spear troll. And then there's a couple of murlocs here as well. So we probably want to try to avoid the murlocs as much as we can and go up the left side. So start it in the an AoE to take out those guys.
Mother Nature thrives.
Hopefully that null gets in front to tank the tower. Alright, so once we capture that, we'll be able to drop some support up there as well. So we'll start with dropping Can, the Flamewalker. See if we can zap that ranged up there. Almost got it. This should finish it off, hopefully. Nice. A little bit more XP for some of my troops, so hopefully that'll help out. I'm not sure how many quests are available, so we might just keep doing some quests while they're up. Level up my things a little more, then we'll try to take out the Dreadnought again. Alright, so this one we've got old Merkai up the top here. So he's got a multi-target ranged attack. Then we've got a tower on the right and a meeting stone on the left. So we might start out by trying to take the tower if you've got a tank available, which we do. So we'll drop the tank and we'll drop our siege. And over this side we've got a bit of a squad coming down, so we might try to land this on top of them. See if we can help out here. They've got a siege weapon. This one is a lot more difficult than the first time I did it. See if we can get some more siege going up this way. Take that tower for ourselves. We'll collect that chest while we're there. I was about to drop a kobold on that side, but there's some more murlocs coming down. But my base seemed to deal with the murlocs pretty well. Now we've got a lot more coming down there. So let's drop that on top of the siege. Need some more there still. Getting overrun very quickly on this one. Don't know why I dropped him there, because those are both flyers. I think I need more damage against flyers. Seem to be lacking that in this current team. I think you can level them up. I'm not sure if there's any sort of specific upgrades that you can do on them. Back to the first question though. So one of the early tutorial missions said that melee is good against ranged, ranged is good against flyers, and flyers are good against melee. So if I go have a look at my army here again, so Ken is a melee, obviously. This guy is also melee. And then this guy is flying, but he's one target only. He can attack air though, so he's alright for that. This one is ranged, but he is ground enemies only. This one here is ranged once it lands. But seems, I think we need to be playing our ranged behind some melee, so they don't get attacked so much, but they also, the range, so the flyers are strong against melee. So if I'm trying to use the ranged to attack the flyers, but putting them behind the melee, the flyers will one-shot the melee first. Hiya Galaxy. Yeah, game is quite fun. It's interesting going through the little campaign and things. Doing some daily quests at the moment. Alright, so yeah, it is my first time playing a mobile game like this, so it's interesting. Ilascavi just gave me a compliment on my raid leading in WoW, so thank you for that. I don't think that helps me too much here though. So I think I want to get the Darkspear Troll back into the army because he's ranged and can attack air. But I'm not sure what to take out. So because it's not AoE, kind of fills a same spot as this one, which is AoE. So the game's pretty easy to pick up, particularly the tutorial missions are quite easy to go through, and then the missions in Elwyn Forest weren't too difficult. Had a couple of close calls on these Westfall missions, and I'm a little bit stuck on the last Westfall mission at the moment. Yeah, the last mission in Westfall was the first defeat I've had so far. Had a couple of close clutch games, but yeah, hadn't actually lost any up until today. So it's pretty easy to get into and start to get the hang of, but then you seem to come up against missions like this Dreadnought one where you have to start to tailor your army a bit more towards each mission. So I might just take our gargoyle back out for now and slot in our Darkspear Troll just while we're doing our quests, so we can hopefully not die to getting overwhelmed by ranged. And we'll see if we can level up our chain lightning a little bit as well. Looks like stream's a little glitchy still, so I didn't fix it unfortunately. Yeah, so I agree, Illy. I'm not super into games like this usually either, but this Warcraft Arclight Rumble is it's been pretty fun to play so far. So I'm looking forward to getting deeper into the game and unlocking some more minions and having a play around with sort of how the different armies and things work. So this one we've got kind of a top path which goes past the meeting stone up to the boss here. And the boss can attack up onto the ramp on the left here, which I found out last time. And then on the right path here it goes through a couple of gold nodes. But what I noticed last time was that troops up the top, if their range, can attack down to the bottom, but the bottom troops I don't think can attack up to the top. So we might start just by sending out a kobold and trying to gather some things. A lot of troops coming down already, so might send that up top. We've got a siege coming down the bottom there. See if we can drop this on top of it. So we've got our Darkspear Troll coming up, so we might try to zap a couple of those guys and send the troll up this way. Can go up that way with the kobold behind him. Got a lot more troops coming through there, so see if we can back that up a little. that just spawned? So that spawned down the bottom because I hadn't quite unlocked the meeting stone yet. So if you drop something on the field where there's no spawn points, it will spawn at the closest available spawn point, which is obviously down the bottom there. Zap some of those guys. Might see if we can send in a bit of a squad along the top here. Let's try and do some boss damage. Got Cairn out in front to attack. See if we can drop that on the boss as well. Getting attacked by anything, so that's good. Send a Null out to gather some gold while we're going. I missed the guys I was trying to hit. Hopefully that guy will take those out pretty quickly. Nope, they killed him. Alright, so we need to defend this wave incoming, so I might drop those couple down the bottom to deal with that. Then we can save up a little bit of gold for this top lane to do a bit of an attack. See if we can zap these guys. I'm trying to squish the spider, but he's been a bit unsquishable at the moment. Oh, they took back the tower again. Alright, so the tower should be able to deal with most of that incoming, aside from that guy down there. So we might drop a couple of these guys, call it so Alright, time to go. Just drop everything here as quickly as we can. Try to get that boss down. There we go. Got it. So a bit more XP for our chain lightning. Yeah, go ham indeed. So yeah, when you get in a bit of time trouble at the end, it's a bit of a scramble to try to get that the boss finished off. So I got another 5 XP from the quest I just did. Almost level 4 on the chain lightning. Alright, so let's go with the flyer. Level that up. Get some more on the chain lightning, get that to level 4 as well. Oh, double XP on this one. So let's go with the gargoyle with the aim of trying to get that dreadnought mission done. That gets that up to level 4 as well. So when they level up, they get some more attack and some more health. So I do still have more quests available. So I'm not exactly sure how many quests you get per hour or per day or whatever it is. So it looks like they are daily, but I'm not sure how many we get. So we'll give the dreadnought another go. Oh, need to make sure I switch my army back first. So what did I need in that one? I need to switch this one in. Just wondering if I keep the the anti-air in there or not. Might switch out the Flame Walker as much as I do like him, because then we've got our tank, we've got our anti-air, which is a single target. Then this guy is an AoE flyer. This one is the bombardment with which then turns into a ranged, and then we've got our siege up here. Alright, so we'll go give Dreadnought another go. Alright, so send some troops straight up this way. Those guys will probably come out when they attack that. Might go up around the top here. How much damage we can get done with this. So we do have quite a force coming down there. We've got some flyers, so we'll drop this guy. Just wait a little bit so the tower's helping as well. Send him up that way while we're waiting. So I did about half health to the boss, so that's good. Just need to make sure we don't get overrun again. I try zapping those couple of guys there. They're gonna jump out when they attack my tower. Pop this down behind them. That guy should get taken out by the tower. So let's drop a couple of things over here, and they'll head up the top. Hopefully not getting bombarded by that on the way through. Drop one of these guys here to help tank for that and to open up the chest. Then we can drop some more up here once we open up the meeting stone. Might send them through that way. Help out up the top here. Alright, looking hopeful. Nice. Got it. So we get a bit of XP for our safe pilot. Alright, so Let's claim our reward for the Dreadnought. So we get our skull, which is our temp skull. And we'll level up the siege a bit more. So I gotta buy a nice beefy siege gargoyle if we come up against any more armoured stuff. So the chain lightning is really useful, so I'll level that up a bit more. Thanks, Elite. And the Brute's pretty useful, so we'll keep him in the party for now. Our only other tank is Can, and he costs a lot more. So this the Knoll's good if we want to tank some towers or some troops. Then the Flame Walker is pretty OP when it comes to area damage, as long as they're on the ground, of course. We'll go the Batfly here, because she's a AoE where the other one's single target. I've generally found the AoE ones a bit more useful so far. Alright, so we've unlocked our first army slot. Let's head to the army and check it out. So as long as a mini matches a slot, it will gain a level. Oh, I see. So up here where the knoll is, it's got a horde slot at the moment, which is +1 level. So if we move our troll over to our knoll slot here, it activates that horde symbol and gives +1 level to the troop in that slot. That's a pretty cool little feature. Allows you to kind of optimize your army. So that's the siege weapons, the meat wagon. And these markers here, this is these show other people that are online in your guild and where they are at the moment. So we've got a couple down there, and then one up the top here in Lordaeron. Alright, let's head into Duskwood and see how the missions here go. So these ones are kind of looking undead-ish, so there may be a yeah, so we just unlocked Duskwood here, which is the purple zone. So that one unlocked because we got our 10 skulls. And then our next zone to unlock is Stranglethorn Vale down the bottom here at 15 skulls. And then after that, it looks like it's this here, which is the dungeons unlocked. So yeah, once we eventually get to 22, which is still a little ways off yet, we'll be able to unlock those dungeons and see where we go from there. After that, we've got Lordaeron up here at 34. Plague Lands at 54 skulls, and Blackrock Mountain at 59 skulls. There's also these 2 areas here which don't have skulls on them, so I assume those are raid areas which are coming later. So that one looks like roughly where Karazhan is, and this one up here looks like where Blackrock Mountain is. So I assume that that may be raids based around Karazhan and Blackrock Mountain. So let's head into Duskwood and try this first mission here. So Insane Ghoul. Insane Ghoul will restore her health by consuming your fallen troops. So we probably want bigger single enemies rather than like groups of murlocs or chickens or something. Fashion, feasting, fighting, everyone's got priorities. It is a very shiny armor. Alright, let's hit play and see how we go with this. This is a very thin one. So we've got a left path which has a mining node, a treasure chest and the boss. Then the right path has a meeting stone, summon stone, another gold node and a couple of troops. So there's a ghoul, melee, cannibalize and tank, weak against flying. So I assume cannibalize is what the boss had as well. Consumes enemy gold residue to regain health. Maybe not. Oh, we'll see soon. Then we've got a necromancer, ranged elemental summoner. So weak against melee and area damage. Weak against flying. And that one doesn't say. So we'll see which troops we start off with first. So we had weak against flying up here. So send out those couple. See if we can zap these guys maybe. Probably timed that a little late. Oh, I got a couple of them. She didn't do very well though. Let's put out Kane to help with that. And our flyer as well. So they're going pretty well up there. Send out some support for those guys. We've still got our siege, which I don't know how much damage that's going to do. But we can give it a try. Some gold over there. See if we can stop them capturing the meeting stone. So we've got a flyer there, so we need our ranged, but we don't want them to get attacked by the melee. So I'll see if we can get the tower to tank the melee, then that will take out the ranged. The flyer rather. Got a bit of a force coming in there. So drop this, see if we can take it out. Flyer coming in there, so we'll drop our ranged. And we're doing pretty well up here. See if we can drop some troops to help out. Not sure whether they're gonna need help there or not. Drop Kane down, give him a bit of a hand. Can mine some gold there. Siege weapon hurt. Zap these guys. Alright, going into overtime. Just drop that quickly, then we'll drop some more guys to push up this way. Drop a bit of defense here. Oh no, siege. Siege got me. Alright, I think I'll exit and make a couple of changes to my army. So the siege wasn't very useful on that one, so we can swap that out and see if there's something else which will be more useful to us. Alright, so we had those siege weapons which were doing a bit of damage to us. So it's strong against melee units, and we can cycle those, so we might be able to use those to try to focus those the siege abominations or whatever they were. Let's have a look down here actually, see if we can find them. Was it? I don't think they were ogres. They didn't look like ogres. Not sure if I see them there anywhere. Oh, we'll give it a go with this new army. So just having a look, it's got a 19 skull next to Can, so it looks like we unlock something else there, but I'm not sure what that is. See if it's in the list here. No, so there's nothing there, so I'm not sure what that is exactly. We'll see soon, hopefully. Let's give that mission another go. So, just as a reminder, this guy is a tank. Then that guy is weak against melee and area damage. Let's just send a bit of an attack squad up this way. And we can follow it up with the null. Try to drop our flyer on these guys when they come down. Get Kane out on this side. Sorry. how much damage this does. So that is an ogre. Nice. Got it done. Yeah, so that was kind of shows the difference between the different army compositions, and switching out that siege minion for one that was more suited to the mission. Yeah, I'm aware of that, Russ. I'm not sure what's causing the jittering. It tends to, the stream starts off fine and then it ends up jittery after a little bit. Being on the phone, I have to stream off my phone as well, so I'm not sure whether it's being over the Wi-Fi rather than an Ethernet. Or just ban that guy posting links in my chat. Alright, we'll claim our reward here. So, Arclight booster unlocked in the store. So go have a look at that. Okay, so the Arclight booster applies to coins earned and experience. Booster is active until the end of the beta period. So you can buy that and you'll get a 20% extra XP, 50% extra gold, plus a one-time 1000 gold. So we've got 3 hours and 16 minutes into our daily coin drop. And we can't afford any of the minions up here at the moment, so we'll keep doing some missions and see if we can get some more gold. So we've got Restless Dead up next. Dim. Skeletons are vulnerable while emerging from the ground. There's a party in the graveyard and the skeletons just keep coming back. Must be a good party. Yeah, I'm aware that I'm quite lucky having access to the beta. So for those that don't know, it's only available in Australia at the moment, and it's a closed beta. So you sign up on the Warcraft Rumble website, and then Blizzard did an invite wave on the weekend. And I was lucky enough to be in that first invite wave. So they'll probably have some further invite waves and open it up a bit more later. Alright, so let's have a look at this one. So we've got our tower down the bottom. And then over on the left we have a enemy tower. Couple of ghouls in the middle, weak against flying. There's a switch in the middle where we can go left or right. A couple of ghouls over here as well, weapon mining node. Then up the top we've got a Mauladin, raises nearby fallen enemies as skeleton mages. So we want to try not to lose too much. So we want to try to get a flyer out on the right here and a tank out on the left. So we'll see what we start with. Right, we'll drop a tank over there and AoE flyer over this side. Hi Jofa. So that should deal with some of those. Might go another flyer over here as well. Need some help here. How's that going? So those guys are holding up pretty well over there. Lost can, so we'll drop another tank. We got over here still. So they're still fighting there. See if we can zap a couple of these guys. Didn't kill all of them unfortunately. So our tower's up there now, so we can start dropping things just here. Might send our Null up behind them to do some mining as well. Tower should be fine to handle that. Got some more mobs coming up here. See if we can zap them. And drop that down as well. And then we need some more flyers down here to help with these guys. So that's under control down there. So we want to drop this out to help here and then see if we can zap a few of these guys. Still looking good on that side. Drop some back up for Can here. Then I'm going to drop my flyer on top as well. Nice, we got it. So got a bit of canned bloodhoof XP there. So Chofa, to download the game you need to be selected for the closed beta. So on the Warcraft Rumble website there's a button there you can opt in to the beta with your Battle.net account, and once you're opted in, once you get chosen you'll get a notification that you've been chosen and that the game is available to download from the App Store. So I think it's only available on Android at the moment. I'm not sure about iPhone, but that's how you get into the beta and download the game. So I've unlocked PvP where I can fight against other real players to earn XP and quest credit. So down the bottom here now I've got quests and PvP available. So it looks like so there's three bars to fill up to get the reward here. So I've got one reward here for 70 gold and then the next one unlocks at 1 AM. So must have a sort of, what's that, 8 hours apart. So it must have 4 daily quests on a rolling 8 hours, I guess. So let's try a PvP battle. So battle against another player on a random PvP map. Minis are level 1 but can be modified by valor and talents. So I don't think we've unlocked Valor or talents yet. Let's have a look. So Conquest is at 14, talents are at 30. I can't see Valor on the list there. I have seen it somewhere. I think it might be tied into dungeons, which makes sense, seeing as you get Valor from Mythic Plus in WoW. So let's either play and see how this goes. Not sure how long this will take to find a permanent, hopefully not too long. And just to be clear, the jittering with movement that you see, that's not in the game. That's something my stream is doing, unfortunately. But I've tried restarting the game and restarting this stream, and it still does it, unfortunately. Alright, so our time has started already. Let's start throwing some stuff out here.
Mother Nature thrives.
So yeah, he's got a group going down this way. See if we can zap him. Oh, he's using the chickens. See if we can land that on top of them. Oh, it's going pretty well so far. Let's see how we go here. Send a miner up the middle. See if we can send a few guys up this way. Make sure we switch that back. So we won't put that up there. Oh, we've got chickens. So we'll send out Cairn here once it's available. There we go.
Mother Nature thrives.
Do a push against their tower. This is looking pretty good. See if we can finish that off. So we're looking okay. Might be able to finish off the tower here. We're pretty safe over there still. Hold this sap for if he tries to drop something on us.
Safety regulators disabled.
That's did it. Alright, got a level on our Darkspear Troll. Well, that went surprisingly well for our first PvP match. Alright, so that filled up one of our XP slots there. We might just go another one of the quests here. See if we can level up our troll a little more. Oh. So we don't have our this is not going very well. We don't have our siege in our party. So I guess we'll just give it a go and see how we go. Send as much as we can up this way. There's 2 tanks out. Get some flyer back up. Send them around the top there as well. So what do we got coming down here? Might try to get our can out there as well. Drop a kobold here to do some mining. Alright, so they didn't even make it to the cannon.
Mother Nature thrives. Flame on!
This is not going very well so far. I know the bombardment's coming down there, but hopefully it doesn't get too many of them. So it looks like one can make it through, but the other ones get hit. Push up here at all. I think the rest of my troops are going to be dead by the time that finishes building. We'll use that guy to unlock the treasure chest and come up this way with a couple of guys as well. I think we're about to imminently die down the bottom there, so I'll just try to make a push as quick as I can. I think that siege weapon's going to do us in. See if we can save it. Do anything? No. That was a bit unfortunate that we got that particular mission where we had no siege weapons. I wonder if we do that quest again whether we'll get that same mission. So maybe I can try switching up the party to get those siege weapons in. So that was the Darkspear Troll one we tried there. So let's what did we do here? I think we switched out our that one there. So we'll give that a go, we'll see if we get that same one again. So Darkspear Troll. See if we get the Juggernaut or if we've just been debated into changing into Siege and the things changed. Nice. Alright, so looks like you can switch out your armies and try to get the missions done. Alright, we'll give this another go. We'll send him there to grab the treasure chest. We'll send a couple of troops up this way. So that should deal with that guy. Kobold up here. So we'll keep that going that way.
Mother Nature thrives.
So I'll talk about how to download the game after I finish this mission. Send through a few more troops here along with our siege. One as well. Now we're going down here. That's going okay. Snap a couple of guys here. See if we can drop another cane and some backup. Put the Kobold out to get some gold too. We've got our siege at coming up at 4. Hopefully that helps out with those guys. So let's send our siege along with our Knoll out to tank for it. Then we've got our flyer here to help out, and a chain lightning ready to zap all the guys. Alright, we got it. Yeah, so as Russ said in chat, to download the game you need to sign up for the beta on the Arclight Rumble website, and you can also sign up on the App Store as well, I believe. And if you get chosen by Blizzard to go into the closed beta, you'll get a notification and then you'll be able to download the game from there. Alright, so we can claim our 30 XP for our Darkspear Troll. Should give that an extra level on that, a bit more attack and HP. And we've just unlocked our last daily reward here as well. So we can claim that, get a bit of extra cash, a bit of extra gold. Oh, we've actually... looks like there's still things available. So maybe the timed rewards are the things like the XP bonuses and stuff that we had earlier, and it's just a gold reward in between those. We'll do another quest and unlock that gold reward and see if that does the same thing. So what do we got here? We've got I think we'll go for the safe pilot because we use that one quite a lot. My game's just frozen a little bit. There we go.
Rise, my children.
Alright, so this is the same map as we just did before. So we got a couple of skeletons here who are weak against flying, and we've got a tower and the boss up the top. So we want to send a flying to the right and a siege to the left, if we've got it. So we've got a flying here, we'll send out that way. And send Can up this way to tank.
Mother Nature thought.
See if we can zap some of those guys. Set some AoE up with him. Don't really have the guys I need at the moment. That one will help out there. Need some more flying on this side, but we don't have that, so just have to go with that guy. See if we can zap these again. There is the dragon. I have not seen dragons yet. Drop this on these guys once they get a bit closer. Got that side there as well. Just getting wrecked from both sides here. Haven't even had enough gold to get my siege out yet. Alright, I'll see if I can get up to 6, then I'll drop the AoE and the siege at the same time. So the AoEs can hopefully take out all of those guys. Then the siege will hopefully kill off the thing. Siege is attacking the other siege and not the tower. Send the ranged the flyer AoE up that side to deal with them. That is going okay there. Send the kobold over here to mine some gold. That should be okay against that, I think. See if we can zap these guys when they come up. Got a lot coming down this side too. Send as much as we can up here. Don't have a tank on that side though, so they may not go too well against the tower. Especially with all of those and the dragon coming in. See if we can put a tank out here. Don't know if that'll help much against the little guys. And I'm already running out of time. Culver out there to help with gold. See if we can pump some troops up out this way. We're about to lose. Well, probably just about to lose. I think that Oh, did not go very well. My stream's looking super glitchy as well. Well, I think I might finish up there for the night. Been going for almost 2 hours now, but my bitrate is not going very well, it seems. So I'll finish up there and probably play a bit more tomorrow night around the same time. Thanks everyone for hanging out and watching. I'm pretty new to streaming, so appreciate if you follow, if you've enjoyed watching the game, and I'll be playing more Arclight Rumble over the next 2 weeks or so probably. And at the end of the month, Diablo Immortal launches as well, so I'll be getting stuck into that pretty heavily. So thanks everyone for coming, and I'll see you guys later.